Since the season reset, I started to notice an influx of chopper usage in ranked lobbies, and when I made a video where I reviewed 100 rank matches, I also concluded that it is actually pretty good in the current rank setup, and so I started trying it out. And I think that this loadout overall setup is probably the best, at least for me it is so. Now the chopper gunsmith itself, you can really use various different variants, there is no set of attachments that I absolutely must use. And I personally like having pistol as a secondary alongside the chopper, because one, chopper is an LMG and the mobility is not that good, and with pistol I can move around faster but also shoot at enemies, and two, GS or any other pistol, it has regular ADSing, which sometimes is better to aim at moving enemies. So I just pair them both, and you don't have to use a pistol, but for me it just works. Now, chopper itself, it is basically a MG42 alternative, which has better overall mobility, like ADS time and movement, but at the same time it does not kill enemies as quickly, has a huge mag but a lesser mag, though the mag size is sufficient, and so basically it is good wherever MG42 would be good, except the mobility boost is really nice in the current metagame where the main weapons are SMGs, and overall pacing is fast. Now, the downside of the chopper is that it is still slow, even if faster compared to MG42, and that means that in hardpoint it is not an ideal choice, because if your teammates aren't playing OBG or anchoring spawns, you will just not do much. Like in hardpoint you cannot just camp in one area and kill enemies. Well, you can if your teammates are playing OBG, but then you force them to play OBG because you are camping in some area. Meanwhile, in domination, it is actually splendid, because here you actually can camp, literally being on the point, taking the point, or when you have the point taken, you just can camp somewhere around and spray your big mag bullets at the enemies who try to retake the point. And another thing in this loadout that I think is crucial is to have score streaks that are like high impact, and ways to unlock them. So here I have the hardline, I also have the overclock to get the, I believe it is called War Machine, the LMG variant, not the exploding one, well, the one that I'm using here. And with them I can just kind of rack up the score streaks more consistently. And also I have that called Blooded with the extra hardwired, or how is it called, duo, because it makes me immune to stealth choppers, to sentry guns, shock RCs, whatever, and that just allows me to fully use the good things about the chopper that I mentioned earlier, and also get the score streaks because I don't die to a stealth chopper or a sentry gun. And so overall, having said that, I think that in domination it is a good choice. Now, unless your teammates aren't really capturing points, because well, in this match you can see at the start, like the first half, I was really just struggling. I would push and die and push and die, and the second half was a breakthrough. But so yeah, even in domination, sometimes you will need a more versatile gun, as this one is just very simple, minded in terms of usability technique, but at the same time, being faster than MG42 and still having most of the good perks, like the benefits of it, is a plus. And that is probably why we are seeing them being used in the current meta. Now, is it a must-use? Well, I don't think so. I think that I'm kind of inclined to keep it as a loadout option, unless I run out of loadout space, for matches where I would just want to camp the OBG area in domination, like I mentioned. As otherwise I would really prefer versatility, even maybe the meta SMGs, or some assault rifle, just so I would be able to do more things. But then, I think that having at least one chopper, or one chopper usage in your team, it can really improve your overall strategy capacities. Like you would have two guys with meta SMGs, one chopper, one assault rifle, one something else, and the chopper one would just protect the OBG hot zone area. And so that is a niche purpose that is filled by the chopper, and it is a good way to fill it.